Those who do wickedness to others with no just cause, without provocation, have allowed themselves to be used by demonic entities. They literally jump into your body, take over, and start attacking these innocent people who love with their heart, who have pure hearts, who are kind, who are loving, who are caring, and do good to their fellow man. Take a look at this video. I want you to see just how easy it is for an evil spirit to take over your vessel, and you become that evil, wicked spirit. You see this? It left one person and jumped into another. That's how easy it is for these evil, wicked spirits to embody another person. And next thing you know, this spirit is being used to attack these people with good hearts, people who love their fellow man, the messengers that came here to earth to assist those who are stuck. Some people call them messengers, angels, messiahs, gods, whatever you call them. They are vessels that are being used for good. Before I get into this message, I want to speak first to those who also call themselves chosen ones, of a more of a spiritual nature, not religious, who are bashing the Bible and bashing Bible believers and saying that it's beneath them, or that the Bible is not talking about the things that people are interpreting it to say. You must understand first and foremost that it's important for us to meet people where they are. If they are Bible believers and you have a message, you are sent to teach people certain things, you have to meet them where they are. And if it's the Bible they believe in, you have to give them messages that relate to how they believe. Some people don't necessarily understand your messages the way you get them across. So you have to meet them where they're at. It's just like a lot of people who have children, they don't want to get advice from people who have never had children before because they don't feel like they know what they're talking about. Same thing with people who used to be in the streets, whether they were selling their body or selling narcotics or whatever. They don't want to hear anything from people who've never been there, who've never done that, who've never experienced it. They want to hear it from someone who has experienced it before. I used to teach the Bible, so I completely understand it. And so I feel as though that is my lane, to be able to assist people who still believe in the Bible, to help bring messages across in a way that they will understand exactly what's being said. I've made it very clear that I don't go to church. I'm not a part of any religious groups. Just respect how other people are able to get the message across to the people they need to reach, just as you will be respected for the way you get your message across to those who need to hear what you have to say.
Lend your ear, open your mind, you're gonna learn a lot about your past and yourself you didn't know before. The past affects your future.
Welcome to Sunday worship service. Most of your religious leaders are leading you straight to your demise, to your destruction. They have you believing that all you have to do is come to church, pay your tithes, and profess that Jesus is Lord, and you will be saved. Have you heard of the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and how when Jesus walked the earth, he did nothing but condemn them? He told them how wicked they were, and they were ravenous wolves. Those are the same people, your religious leaders. He clearly said to beware of the false prophets who come in and join you. They're wearing sheep's clothing, meaning they're pretending to be holy. They're pretending to be righteous. But deep down inside, they are ravenous wolves. Why is that? Because there are so many religious leaders that are so full of wickedness and sin. The very sins that the scriptures tells all of us to avoid, they're dead smack in the midst of doing all of those sins. Or at least most of them. You know people by the fruit that they bear. In Jeremiah 23:1, it says, "Woe to the shepherds who destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture." The Most High's anger is boiled against those religious leaders because they are leading the flock astray. 2 Peter, there are false prophets among you. They're lying to you. They're false teachers. They are secretly bringing in destructive heresies and denying the Most High. When you're a leader, you're supposed to lead through example. And unfortunately, the religious leaders are not doing that. They're doing the complete opposite by living in sin. And they are all being exposed right now. Never in all my years have I seen so many religious leaders being exposed for all of the wickedness and the evil that they do. See, you can only keep things behind closed doors, things hidden, for so long. It's going to eventually come to the light. All of your evil, your wickedness that you do. And right now, my friends, what you're witnessing with these religious leaders being exposed is the separation of the sheep from the goats. Before we get into the separation of the sheep and the goats, let's talk about something else. What a lot of Christians fail to realize is the example that we have of Jesus. It talked about how he healed the sick, brought sight to the blind, he fed people. He did kindness, acts of kindness for people all over the earth. He even hung out with people that most consider to be less desirable. That was allegedly a prostitute that cleaned his feet, Mary Magdalene, whether she really is or not. This is what people are saying. He allowed her to wash his feet. But see, today, religious people, they put their nose down at certain people. Oh, if a woman is not married, she's single. Oh, nose down. Oh, they're no good. The bum on the street. This person, that person, or whoever it is that they deem to not be as important or to not be as good or on their level. They put their nose down at those people. But this is not what the Jesus Christ of the scriptures did. He embraced those people, the very people that people today who call themselves lovers of God reject. So he says, I am the way. What I do is the way you should be. And this is what will garnish you life. I am the way and the truth and the life. By following his example and doing what he did, this is what is going to lead you to life. Not what these ravenous wolves, these pastors, these devils are telling you how to live. The Jesus Christ of the Bible showed hospitality to those that were considered to be strangers, that were not of their own people. Do you show hospitality to outsiders, to strangers? Or do you disrespect them? Do you steal from them? Do you cheat them? Do you exclude them? Is that what Jesus would do? Or do you treat them the way you would want to be treated? When you do evil and wickedness towards your fellow man or woman, then you are of the devil. And how could you possibly think that you are going to be saved by doing evil and wicked, devilish things to other people? Here in John 8:44, it tells us who the wicked people are, who the people who are really the children of Satan are. You are an agent of the devil if you embody all of the things that the scriptures say that God hates. Proverbs 6:16 through 19 gives us a clear understanding of things that God hates. Things such as a lying tongue and hens that shed innocent blood. Haughty eyes, those who look down upon other people because they don't dress as nice as they do, because they're not married like they are, because they don't go to the church that they go to, because of this and because of that. And they think they're better because they're overestimating their value and their worth in their own eyes and in the eyes of mankind, which means nothing. Folks that are making up lies about people just because they don't like them, because they're jealous of them. A heart that devises wicked schemes. Now, you plan to take somebody down because you don't like this or you don't like that, but they've never done anything to you. It's just because of your perception of them, because of your opinion of them, or you just don't like them for just because you don't like them, not because they did something to you. Now, why would you bother some innocent person that ain't never done nothing to you? Because you full of the devil. Why would you lie on someone and say that they are this and that, or they said this and that when they didn't? Because you full of the devil. Why do you think you're better than other people? Because you full of the devil. Feet that are quick to run to evil, a false witness who pours out lies, a person who sows discord among the brethren. So let me say this so that you can understand what's being said here. Just because you want somebody's husband and you jealous of them because they got a man and you don't, oh, you decide you gonna go and steal her husband or his wife. Why? Because you full of the devil. Okay, so some of you are saying, oh, well, I didn't know she lied and said they weren't married. But when you found out, what did you do? Did you stay with them or did you send them on their way? Okay. Did you cause that person to lose their job because you're jealous? Did you assist in collapsing someone's business because you're jealous? This person never did anything to you. It's because you have an evil, wicked, black heart, because you're jealous and you're full of the devil, because that unquality, jealousy, does not come from God, whatever God it is you serve. And if it does, then you're definitely not worshiping or serving a holy God. You rob somebody's home, or you allow your animals to go defecate on someone else's lawn because their lawn is beautiful. They keep their yard nice, but you decide you want to throw trash on it because you're jealous that your yard doesn't look as nice. Why? Because you're full of the devil, but you claim you love a God, you worship a holy God, but you are full of qualities of the devil. You disfigured someone's face, you threw acid on them, or you caused an accident, did something to destroy or ruin somebody's face because you're jealous of how they look. And you think that you're full of a holy God? No, you're full of the devil. These are qualities or unqualities of the devil. You steal from people or from your employer because you say, oh, they're rich, they got it, they're not going to miss it. Well, how do you know? Have you ever seen their bank account? It's not yours. You didn't buy it. So why do you feel as though you have the right to something someone else bought? Do you call yourself a holy person? You call yourself a lover of God? These are unqualities of a holy God. You are full of the devil. Intentionally causing the death of another person? Why would you do that? Unless they came at you and you were only protecting yourself. But just to cause someone to lose their life because of jealousy, do you really believe that you are going to be saved? Do you really believe that you are seen as being a holy in the sight of this God that you worship? No, you are full of the devil. You put witchcraft on someone, you take someone to the altar, their photo, and you tell this practitioner to do harm to them or to destiny swap their life with yours. Why? Why? You can't get up and work hard like they did to get the things that they have? You have to steal from them? Is this a quality of a holy God? No, you are full of the devil. So your pastors are lying to you when they tell you that just come to church and profess that you believe in Jesus or whatever that they say that you can believe in to say that you are saved, and you're saved. No, it doesn't work that way. And let me tell you, you agents of Satan, Hasatan, you put your mouth on a chosen one, a chosen one. These are people who their hearts are good. Their hearts are pure. You put your mouth on them. You put your hands on them. You bring them any harm. You steal from them. Guess what? Judgment against you is going to come, and it's going to come swiftly against you. Why? Because you're sitting around waiting for Jesus to come back or whatever your God's name is. You're waiting for him to come back and save you. But what you don't realize is that these people that you're persecuting, that you're gossiping about, that you're jealous of, that you're hating on, are people who were actually sent just like your Jesus God was sent to come and save souls, to save lives, to help others along this path. People who are stuck in the matrix, they were sent here to assist you. And you are attacking them. You are bringing harm to them. You are lying on them. You're gossiping about them. You are putting witchcraft against them. You are killing some of them. You are destroying their character, destroying their businesses. And you think that you are going to get a reward for this? No, that's swift judgment. And I don't care whether you call yourself a pastor, a president, a lord. I don't care how high and mighty you think you are. You will be brought down. These very ones that you are harming, that you looked at and said, oh, she is easy prey. Oh, we can get this one. We can steal from them. We can take everything from them. We can do this and we can do it. Oh, no one's going to stop us. Oh, yeah, someone's going to stop you. Why? Because it's written, do not touch my anointed one. Bring no harm to the prophets. See, you may not think that anybody's looking and watching and seeing and hearing what you're doing and saying about this anointed one that came to earth to help, to assist, and you're bringing them harm. There's myriads of angels that are watching. And swift judgment will be brought forth against you. Chosen ones, have no fear. Help, whether you see it or not, is here, and all of your enemies will fall by the sword. Many of you are seeing your enemies fall right now, right before you. They threatened you and said, if you go to the police, you're going to see what I'm going to do to you. But guess what? You didn't even go to the police. But swift judgment has been made and pronounced against them without the police being involved. because the ancestors, heaven, God, whatever you call it, witnessed it. They witnessed everything, even things you did not witness. And all of those who did wrong to you, they are falling. And guess what? The universe is going to save the ringleader for the last, for the finale. But all of them will fall. All of the traps that they set for you to fall into, every last one of them will fall into those traps that they set. There's this thing called return to sender. Everything that they sent your way, all of the witchcraft, when they put your picture on that altar and gave it to that practitioner, it will all be reversed. It will be returned back to them without you lifting a finger. Vengeance is mine, saith the Almighty. I shall repay. So you don't have to worry about repaying them. You don't have to worry about going to visit practitioners to do harm to them, to bring harm to them. They have already sealed their fate when they messed with you, the chosen one. So just sit back in your easy chair and just wait for vengeance to come their way. Their karma is going to come and whoop their. But don't you rejoice. You just sit back and nod your head and take notes and realize that you're being protected. So no, your pastors lied to you. They're misleading you. He or she who endures to the end will be saved.